We are here today to proudly present our new party, Community First, which will run a separate line with upcoming November elections. Community First represents the grassroots needs of the individual members of our community and is not affiliated with any major political party. When we collected petitions for Community First, we found an overwhelming support from the community for our grassroots operation to work with the individual needs of our community. Today, we are proud to nominate my dear friend, esteemed Assemblyman Dov Hikind, as our candidate for the 48th Assembly District. I have known and have worked with Dov for more than 25 years. Dov represents the essence of Community First. Dov has always stood out for every Jewish cause and candidate without regard to party affiliation. We are confident that Dov will continue to work for the individual needs of our community. I urge all voters who have the interests of the community at heart to vote for Assemblyman Dov Hikind on the Community First line. I wish to thank all of my friends and staff for an outstanding effort to collect the necessary signatures needed to qualify for the line.
And I just want to say that, first of all, about Nachman Collar, we do know each other for 25 years, have worked together on different issues that involve the community, and that Nachman Collar represents what a lot more people should be doing, and that is to not just talk about problems, but to be involved, to take a stand, to really, be in the front lines, as they say. And that's an amazing, amazing thing. So I want to thank you personally for always being there, for caring about issues that involve our community, and now actually stepping, as they say, to the front lines. I'm also proud to be on the ballot, Community First. By the way, that has always been my philosophy, and now we have an opportunity on an actual line to express it. I think throughout my career, I've always tried to do what I believe is right. So Community First is actually my motto for all these 30 years. But now, I and other people can actually go and vote on Community First. It's making a statement, and I think people will have an opportunity to actually do that. So I'm absolutely thrilled.
Okay, thank you, Dov, for your gracious words, and I hope that we work together. Most important for the benefit of the community, especially our own community.
Absolutely.
Now, Mr. Collar, who will you be backing for State Senate?
At this point in time, Dov is backing Simcha Felder. We are in disagreement on that. However, we will not make a decision until before the elections, and there's a lot of things happening, and we hope to make a decision at that point in time.
Okay, and now
I would just want to say, I believe in Shalom. I believe in unity. I believe in people working together, if it's possible. Sometimes it's impossible. But if it's possible, especially now as we approach Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and if a community could be united together for one person, and that does not mean that everything that particular person, we agree 100%. There's no such thing. I mean, we disagree with our wives and husbands and vice versa sometimes. Not exactly, everybody's exactly on the same page. So if there's a possibility that we could all be united for one candidate, I think Hashem would be very proud, if that's possible. Met Hashem, hopefully we'll all be able to sit down and talk about that.
Now, this is the first time that you would be not on a Democratic line or a Republican line, but a Community First. What would your personal goals be now as being, Community First? That's a heavy, it's a statement right there.
Well, I think, being in office all these years and constantly doing things, we're more active, more involved now than ever before. We have people who come to my office way beyond my district. And when I say, why don't you go to your elected official, they say, we know you're going to do. We know that you care. So, this is what we've been doing all of these years. But I think more, it gives people out there an opportunity to, when there's a message, people like to send a message. And I think this definitely sends a message. People want to say, look, Community First. It should always be that. It should never be about a person's personal interest. It should be what's best for the community. And by the way, that's why we're elected, to do what we think is right. It doesn't mean we take a poll on everything and we see, okay, how's the wind blowing today? And I'll just give you an example. I supported Thompson in the mayoral election 3.5 years ago. I felt that he would be best for our community, not for Dov Hikind, for our community. A lot of people ran to Bloomberg thinking that he promised at that time to renew the vouchers. Well, I think everybody knows in our community now that Bloomberg has been, for us, a disaster. Everything we do in Albany, he's against. Transportation for the yeshivas that, after 4:30, he's against. Special education, he's against. You take every single issue, the guy's against it. I'm not happy to say that Dov Hikind was right 3.5 years ago when I supported Thompson. When it comes to Mitzitza B'Peh, the mayor insults our community, embarrasses our community. I mean, what chutzpah, what audacity. Do you think that Bill Thompson, if he was the mayor, would talk that way, would behave in such a fashion? So I'm not happy to say, I was right. I remember some people at that time said, Bloomberg won, Dov Hikind lost. You know something? I will always do, with Hashem's help, what I think is right. And I wish I would have been proven wrong. I wish that the mayor would have been a better friend. He has cut. Our community does not get what it deserves. And Bloomberg is, he's not our friend. He's not our friend. So, we all try to do what we think is right. At the end, community first. That's what it's all about.